Hello friends, I am Saurabh Singh from Technical Solution. My today topic is Nyquist plot. So let's see what is Nyquist plot and how we can draw a Nyquist plot. Nyquist plot में हम सिंपल S plane को GSHS plane में मैपिंग करते हैं. So we know S is a complex number and S is represented as sigma plus j omega. So S is a complex number and the value of S is mapped in the GH plane. So GSHS also a complex number. So S plane is look like real part of S is sigma and imaginary part of S is j omega. Similarly, in GH plane, it is real part of GH plane and it is imaginary part of GH plane and it is S plane. Let's see. Suppose a point S1 lie in a S plane. We map S1 in GSHS plane. We put the value of S1 in place of S in GSHS plane. So we obtain a certain value. The value is GS1 and HS1. Suppose in S plane a certain value are present. So the certain value are a set of points lie on a curve. So the curve is known as a Nyquist contour. So the Nyquist contour is a set of points in S plane. So in S plane, set of point is known as Nyquist contour. A set of value के लिए S प्लेन में a set of value के लिए हम GSHS में कोई value obtain करेंगे. I mean for each value of S plane we obtain certain value in GH plane. If we draw the each value and find the locus, then we got a curve. The curve is known as a Nyquist plot. So the curve in GH plane known as Nyquist plot. Suppose the curve of S plane is look like a circle, then similar image is mapped in GH plane. So the GH plane also look like a circle. Let's see what is the Nyquist contour. Nyquist contour nothing but it's like whole part of right side of S plane. Okay, Nyquist contour lie whole right side of S plane. In transfer function, several poles are present. A pole is a value which undefined the function. Suppose a poles are present at origin. The value of poles substitute in GS equation. Then it undefined the GS function. So in Nyquist contour we avoid the poles. So Nyquist contour does not pass through poles. So the Nyquist contour in S plane So the Nyquist contouring S plane avoid the pole and it look like this, and it's follow the and it's lie the whole right side part, and the radius is tends to infinity. Here 4 parts are available. First one is C1, second C2, third C3, fourth C4. Let's see what is the mapping in GS-HS plane. So along C1, what is the value in GS plane? Along C1 we put S is equal to J omega, where omega is vary from 0 to infinity. Similarly, along C3 we put S is equal to minus J omega, where omega is vary from 0 to infinity. Here we see the along C3 is mirror image the C1. Okay. Next, along C2 we find the path along C2. So along C2 it is a look like a semicircle which radius r tends to infinite. So here we put S is equal to limit r tends to infinite r e raised to the power j theta, where theta is vary from plus 90 to minus 90, where theta is vary from plus 90 to minus 90. अब देखते हैं C4 में along C4 also look like a semicircle and its radius is tends to 0. So in GS-HS plane for mapping we put S is equal to limit r tends to 0 and r e raised to the power j theta, where theta is vary from minus 90 to plus 90. So theta is vary from minus 90 to plus 90. Okay. So we understand the Nyquist plot with an example. So we take an example. We have a transfer function GS-HS is equal to k upon s square s plus 1. So the first step is to draw the Nyquist contour. So the first step, first we draw a Nyquist contour. Nyquist contour lie the whole part of S, right side part of S plane, whole right side part of S plane. So the Nyquist contour is look like, and here in this transfer function 2 poles are present at origin. So we draw a 2 poles at origin, and the Nyquist contour is avoid the poles. So here C1, C2 and C3 and also C4 in S plane. एस प्लेन के नाइक्विस्ट कंटूर के लिए हम जीएस प्लेन में इसकी मैपिंग करेंगे. सो द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज टू फाइंड द वैल्यू in GS plane. So first we find the value in GS plane along C1. So along C1 we know we put S is equal to j omega in the transfer function. So we put S is equal to j omega. So j omega H j omega is equal to k upon j omega whole square into j omega plus 1. Okay, and here also omega is vary from 0 to infinite. So the magnitude is k, because here only a real part is present. So the root of real part square plus imaginary part square, so we got only real part, so k. Here only imaginary part is present, so the magnitude is equal to omega square root of imaginary part का square omega square plus real part का square. So the magnitude for this transfer function is k upon omega square root of omega square plus 1 square. Now next find the phase. So the phase is tan inverse imaginary part is 0 upon real part minus, for this value 2 into tan inverse omega upon 0 minus tan inverse omega upon 1. So the phase is tan inverse 0 upon k. Tan inverse 0 is 0 minus 2 into tan inverse omega upon 0 is tan inverse infinity. So tan inverse infinity is 90 degree. So 2 into 90 degree is minus 180 degree minus tan inverse omega. So we put tan inverse omega upon 1. So it is tan inverse omega. अब हम चेक करेंगे ओमेगा की सेवरल वैल्यू के लिए 0 to infinite के लिए व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड एंड व्हाट इज द फेज. So we draw a table here, omega, magnitude and phase. For the value of omega is 0. What is the value of magnitude? So if we put the 0 here, k upon 0 is infinite. So the magnitude is infinity. Similarly, if we put the phase, in phase, if we put omega is equal to 0, then what we got, phi is equal to 0 minus 180 minus tan inverse 0 is 0. So the phase is minus 180. And if we put omega is equal to infinity in the magnitude, k upon infinity, so the value is 0. So the value is 0. And in case of phase, if we put in place of omega infinity, so tan inverse infinity is 90 degrees. So the phase and omega is equal to infinity minus 180 minus 90. It is minus 270. So the phase is minus 270. So we draw a plot along C1. Here we draw plot along C1. Real part, imaginary part. Okay. So if the value of omega is 0, the magnitude is infinite and the phase is minus 180 degree. In this transfer function, a concept comes, which is dominant root concept. When the pole is dominant, so it make the system unstable. अगर पोल डोमिनेंट है तो ये क्या करता है, सिस्टम को अनस्टेबल होने का प्रयास करता है. इफ जीरोस इज द डोमिनेंट, तो जीरो क्या करता है, ये सिस्टम को स्टेबल करता है. ओके, सो इन दिस केस द पोल्स इज डोमिनेंट, so it's make the system unstable. So the plot is look like this. Okay, and the direction is this. The value omega की जीरो वैल्यू के लिए मैग्नीट्यूड इनफिनिट, so omega is equal to 0 and omega is equal to infinity. Along C1 के लिए हमें ये प्लॉट मिला. We know along C3 we got a mirror image along C1, so we draw a mirror image of C1 for along C3. So here we draw a mirror image for C3 and the direction is opposite to C1. So the value of omega is 0 and omega is equal to infinite. It is plus 180 and it is minus 180, and suppose a reference point located here minus 1 and 0. Next we find along C2 what is the plot. So along C2 we put r e raised to the power j theta in place of s. So in this equation put g r e raised to the power j theta h r e raised to the power j theta is equal to limit k tends to infinity, r tends to infinity, k upon in place of s square r e raised to the power j theta का whole square into r e raised to the power j theta plus 1. If the r tends to infinity, then we neglect the 1. So if we find the magnitude, then magnitude is limit r tends to infinite. The magnitude of numerator is k upon the magnitude of this part is r square, because the magnitude of this term is 1, and the r square into r. If we apply the limit, then the magnitude is equal to k upon infinite, so the magnitude is 0. Next, to find the phase, we got magnitude 0. So along C3 magnitude is 0. Then we find phase. K upon r e raised to the power j theta whole square r e raised to the power j theta plus 1. Limit r tends to infinite, we neglect the 1. In case of phase, the phase of numerator is 0. In denominator, the phase is 3 theta, 2 theta here and 1 theta is there. So 3 theta, and theta is vary from plus 90 to minus 90. So the phase is minus 272 plus 270. So the phase along C2 is minus 272 plus 270. if the magnitude is 0 and whatever the phase, so we got a small point, so we got a point. So along C2 the plot is a small point at origin. Okay, now next find the plot along C4. Along C4, so what we got along C4, we put limit r tends to 0 r e raised to the power j theta in this equation. So what we got, g r e raised to the power j theta h r e raised to the power j theta is equal to limit r tends to 0 and k upon r e raised to the power j theta का whole square into r e raised to the power j theta plus 1. To find the magnitude, here r is tends to 0, so in this transfer function we neglect r e raised to the power j theta. So in magnitude we got r tends to 0 k upon r square into 1. If we apply the limit, so what we got, magnitude is equal to k upon 0, it is infinity. So the magnitude is infinity. So along C4 the magnitude is infinity. Now find the phase. This term is neglected. So in case of phase, the numerator part angle is 0, phase is 0 minus the phase of the denominator is 2 theta, and along C4 the theta is vary from minus 90 to plus 90, so the phase is vary from plus 180 to minus 180. So the phase along C4 is vary from plus 180 to minus 180. Okay, so the plot, so how we can draw magnitude infinite and phase vary from plus 180 to minus 180. So the magnitude anywhere in infinite, the angle is plus 180. So the plot is look like, it's draw like this. Here. So we easily know how to find the Nyquist plot of any transfer function. We simply follow the rules, whatever I told you, then you easily find how to draw a Nyquist plot of any transfer function. Okay, the next step is to find the stability of the transfer function. Let's see how to find the stability by using Nyquist plot. One more thing, if in S plane it is the Nyquist contour in S plane and it is the Nyquist plot in GS plane. Here we see if the Nyquist contour is closed path, here similarly the GS plane Nyquist plot also a closed path. Okay, so let's see what is the stability of this transfer function. To find the stability, we have a formula. Z is equal to P minus N, where P represents the number of poles right side in S plane. Number of poles right side in S plane, where n represent the number of in circle to the reference -10. n रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि नाइक्विस्ट प्लॉट -10 को कितने टाइम इन सर्कल कर रहा है, और अगर ये इन सर्कलमेंट क्लॉकवाइज होता है तो n की वैल्यू नेगेटिव होती है, और अगर ये इन सर्कलमेंट एंटी क्लॉकवाइज होता है तो n की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव होती है. सो नंबर ऑफ टाइम प्लॉट इन सर्कल the -10, and Z represent the number of roots causes the instability. Number of roots causes the instability. अगर हमें स्टेबिलिटी फाइंड आउट करने के लिए पोलर प्लॉट था तो हमें नाइक्विस्ट प्लॉट की रिक्वायरमेंट क्यों हुई? द रीजन इज, इन पोलर प्लॉट में क्या होता है, पोलर प्लॉट सिर्फ ट्रांसफर फंक्शन स्टेबल है या अनस्टेबल है यही बताता है, बट इन नाइक्विस्ट प्लॉट वी ऑल्सो ऑब्टेन द नंबर ऑफ रूट्स कॉजेज द अनस्टेबिलिटी. ओके, क्लियर? फॉर दिस ट्रांसफर फंक्शन द poles in right side in S plane, so the value of poles, right side में कोई भी poles present नहीं है, so the value of P is 0. The value of n, the plot circle, the plot in circle the -10 two times in clockwise direction. So the value of n is -2. The formula is Z is equal to P minus n. So Z is equal to P is 0 minus 2. So the value of Z is +2. For stability, if Z is equal to 0, then system is stable. On the other hand, if Z is not is equal to 0, then system is unstable. And the value of Z represent the number of roots causes the instability. तो इस ट्रांसफर फंक्शन के लिए दो रूट्स हैं जो कि रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं फॉर अनस्टेबिलिटी. So in this video we see how we draw a Nyquist plot and how to find the stability of the transfer function. So guys, if you like the video, then please like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.